What is up, everyone? It is time for another episode of the Let's Talk Stock Show. That's right. I'm just giving it a minute here to make sure I am live, because I hate to talk and ain't nothing going on. Let's see what we got. Come on, man. There we go. Because I've been having internet problems the last couple of days. But let's just get to it. Gold. That's what the market's talking about today. And I was talking about it on Friday. I was like, oh, man, all weekend I'm trying to figure out how I want to put on this gold position. And today I might went a little crazy. So has the rest of the market. But before I go to talk about that, I want to talk about Google. Okay, so here I woke up, looked at my drop down on the phone, and some firm out there lowered the price target from like $12.50 to $1,200. Said, Google ain't gonna sustain 20% growth, blah, 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 blah. Man, manipulation. They just want to get in. You know, you look at this chart, right? And he's looking at the same thing. He's looking at the same chart. And how could you look at it right here and say, we're going to lower our price target? No, you don't. You want to get in. So I think they do things like that. It's not necessarily a downgrade. You just lowering your price target so it can be a little selling pressure on the stock so you can get in, or some of your boys or whatever. Because if you go from $12.50 to $1,200, that's still a nice little gain there. It's $80 gain. You know, so what's the point? You know, maybe you should say it when you're at 12. You know what? Man, we're going to just go to the neutral. You know, it's not going to go any much further than this. You know, that's how you should do it. But anyway, I'm still long my Google. I still like it. It sucks that it's got a little selling pressure today because of this downgrade. And it always seems like that when you find stocks that's right at that buy point. You know, somebody's going to come out and downgrade. That's why you know it's a bunch of hard. You never hear them wanting to downgrade at the top. You never hear that. You always say, oh, it's great. Like, say, pretend Google was right there. Let me slide the chart over, and let's pretend that's the Google chart right there. And you'll hear, see, it's right at the top of, hitting that resistance. And you'll hear, oh, Google's great. It's going to 1,400. I really like Google. Man, they selling. That's what that is, man. You always hear the upgrades at the top and the downgrades at the bottom. It's just total manipulation, man. I can't stand that. Anyway, yeah, take notice. That's why you fade those people that when you hear stories like that, you fade them. Not necessarily, some people are right out there. Some people, they call it right. But find those guys and follow them, because they'll be right. Gold, man. I talked Friday about it. Look at that. God, it's up 1.1%, 1.2% today, and I wanted to get in. So yeah, I got in, man. I sold. This is the GLD. Yeah, I sold some 125s down here. I sold that spread just as I said I was going to do on Friday. I sold a bunch of those. I bought NUGT, okay, the 3 times ETF, and you can see it starting to break out. This thing was at the 143 up there. Don't know if it's going to go up there. And remember, this is a 3 times leveraged ETF, so it prices daily, meaning it won't necessarily track GLD the way it should, but daily, this is meant to get in and out day trades, so I bought a call on it, though. I think get in early before the frenzy starts, and, it was, I bought it in early, but now it's starting to be a little pressure on it. So that's one of the other trades I did, and of course I didn't have the GDX, yeah, and I bought this as well. I bought some deep. I think. Let me see. Let's look in here. Yeah, I sold some short term, and I'm not sure about this trade because I did this trade, and I was like, oh man, it looks like what I did it for 15, 14, 13, 12 cents. The commissions kind of ate this up, discount. I'm out. I pay $1. I pay $1 per option. Okay, and getting out, it's $1.02. I'm not sure about. Okay, short position. So when this 10 gets to 5, I might close that out and keep the long on and let that expire. But yeah, I don't like that trade that I did. Maybe I should have did more contracts and not at all, because I think the commissions ate up most of that profit there. So the 15, I can make 12 cents, $120. I spent $20 to do it, and I'm gonna spend another $20 to get out of it. So maybe I'll just sell it short when it goes below nickel, because that's free. That's the free way. But so I did that, and I also bought some long leaps, some 26. So where's this position now? Look, I'm already up $123 for the day right there. So I got in early before it started going crazy. So if you look at the chart, here's the, look at what was happening. Oh, come on, draw. Yeah, you can see right there. Give me a minute here. Let me see what's going on here. Make sure everything is looking good there. You guys can hear me or see me. Give me a big thumbs up. So yeah, I got in somewhere over here. I did these trades early, and I had no idea it was just going to keep running like this. And I was like, gosh, it'll probably pull back. It's a little fast. And then it's funny. I was doing a trade. This is the GDX. I was doing a trade right around here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where am I? No, I'll take that back. Somewhere, let me go to the minute chart. Somewhere around, I think here, it was, 11, 12. It was spiking, and I was getting my trade position. Next thing you know, this thing is spiking up, and I'm like, oh, man, don't. And then I went to the CNBC page, and stocks making the biggest moves of the day. So I was on this page here, and right here they had breaking gold, and everybody's going gold. And I'm like, don't do that. I'm trying to make trades. Anything that goes up here, it goes up. Because this is what they most likely talking about on TV and on their radio channel. CNBC is on satellite radio, so you can follow them there. That's how I listen to it. I don't watch TV, so I was like, oh man, they're talking about it. You want to buy stuff before they talk about it on the show, because you're always going to see spikes. Yeah, it's the headlines. I don't really follow it. So that's what I only really pull this up to see what the futures are doing real quick, without opening up my trading app. So that's what's up, man. That's what's going on. Cashmatic, what is up, man? So yeah, I did the gold trades today. I'm already up some. But so, everybody's in it. I don't know if we're going to get a pullback or what. Pullback's the story of my life. Been still waiting on the market to give me some kind of pullback. It's been doing it today and yesterday, or I should say Friday, but let me go with the daily. It's kind of changed my chart style to regular. Yeah, it's kind of, this is your pullback, I think. And this is what makes me think, I can't believe I'm saying it, this is going higher. Because it's not going down. It just doesn't want to go down. What is it? Right now it's up 40. The S&P is up 4. It just doesn't want to go down. I mean, since here. So here was your pullback here, which was not a pullback a couple days ago. It was just sideways action for about a week. That's your pullback. It looks like we're doing the same thing. So the G20, I think, is later on this week. I think it's the 28th or this weekend. So there'll be movement after that. Everybody's thinking about this China deal trade. I personally don't think it's going to happen. I think it's all talk, just like before. And just, they propping the markets up or whatever. Trump likes markets that are up. So look at that. If it breaks, I guess it's going to break out. But this was one hell of a rally, man. It was just crazy. Do you think it's going to bounce tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? What are you talking about, gold or the market? I think, like I said, I think the G20, I think we're going to go sideways until this G20. I think that's the next market mover. We're right on that resistance, a little higher than the breakout. That line is a little off. Let me clear it out of there. And here we go, right? So if you zoom in there, yeah, we're kind of like right there at resistance. Draw our chart. The market, I don't know. Yeah. I think we're just going to go sideways until the G20. I think that's just the next, when is, you see the G20. The G20, the 14th group, it'll be held on the 28th and 29th of June, which is this weekend. So I think we do nothing this week. I think we just gyrate in here. It's just the next market move. I don't know if we're gonna tank into it. Trump just not announced some Iran sanctions for that shooting down the drone. We ain't doing nothing. It's still just going sideways. The Fed's out the way. We already know what his plans are, what he's going to do. We getting ready to go into earnings season. This week closes the quarter. Now, also on Friday, that the window dressing day for the quarter, and it's also the half of the year. So I think by Friday we should have some movement for that portfolio window dressing. People buying stuff that was going up, even though they didn't own it. So like say Amazon was ripping all quarter, right? And even though they didn't own it, they buy it on the last day to show their clients that, oh, we owned Amazon, but they really just bought it. So that's the window dressing or so, just so it makes it look good. I'm telling you, it's total manipulation out there. So, yeah, there'll be some big movements, I think, on Friday. And maybe people positioning for this whole G20 trade. I really think it's a non-event. He's going to come back, we're going to schedule talks next month or something. If they didn't do it now, why are they going to do it on the G20? They got other things to talk about on the G20, So, I don't know. That's just my guess. G20's Friday. Yeah, so, but I imagine it goes right through the weekend, right? So Monday, I guess, is the big market moving day. That's my guess, right? Unless he comes out and says something. Oh, we struck a deal over the phone and we're just going to ink it at the G20, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I just think we just kind of, this little sideways action like today, You missed, I was talking about my Google trade and how some firm done lowered the price target. I guess you can go back and check that out. I totally went long. I am long. I am straight calls on Google. I had verticals on. So, I bought the 120s and sold the 130s or something like that. And let me see if we can go to it. I got all kinds of Google trades on. Also got a butterfly on a Google trade. But right here, I am long Google. I'm looking at where are we at? 119. And see, it's down 1,200 for the day. But I made money on the upside as well. So it's kind of hard to look at that because I sold out of the 125s as it sunk down. And I'm just going to go, I'm straight call. So my delta on these things is 154. So I'll be looking at Google pretty hard. Yeah, 154. So if this thing is at 119, so let's say it goes to 1130. I said 1119. If it goes 1130, that difference, it's up like 2,000, something like that. The 1,200 back is 1,700. So I'm up. I'm pretty hard in Google, man. I'm looking to get out, man. I'm out of this. This is a short leash. So when I do that, if I'm long something with a spread and it goes down for whatever reason, I'll go ahead and buy those short calls back because I know I'm just like, man, this thing's going up. So the short calls would have had made money. So right here, I think I'm going to hold those to right there. If it breaks that, I'm out. Okay, so yeah, somewhere around there. So yeah, I have the potential to lose a lot more, but I also have the potential to gain a lot. So you got to risk. You got to risk to make money. If we could kind of plan, we can kind of say, look out to the future. This is what gets you killed. Let's say Google goes to 140, which it can, 1140. I mean, it's only 20 points. It's $1,100 stock. I mean, I'll be up $2,400. If we wake up and there's an upgrade, right? Upgrade would be, Google's going, blah, blah, upgrade. It's actually even more than that because right now I'm down 1,200. So, but the overall trade, I think it's right even. It's even because I sold those shorts. But I bought back those shorts that made money. It was like $1,000. So yeah, maybe I'm down like $200 or something like that. But anyway, that's what I like to do. So I'm cheering on Google. It's the only long position I really got on. And of course, the gold. I went super long on the golds. I bought long leaps, sold calls, so did a risk reversal, I think, in the GDX, where I sold where I sold the 25s, 24s, and I bought the 25s to 30 or something like that. It wasn't a totally free trade. You do that to kind of pay for the trade. You sell some short positions and buy some long positions. But it didn't quite pay for the trade, but it was pretty. I think I paid like 50 cents a spread, something like that. It might be on my other account, so I didn't usually show that one. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm liking gold, and unfortunately, so is everybody else. I don't want it to rip, but let's look at the gold. Let's look at GDX. Remember, GDX gold is the miners, and it moves harder than actual GLD. So I just bought a little bit of everything: GLD, GDX, NUGT, the times 3 on the GDX. Look at that. That's just too much rip. It's too much rip right there. But the whole market's been doing that. The whole market looks like a gold stock. But look, I mean, if you pull it here, it is right at that prior year's breakout. I mean, look, it did today. I mean, yes, it could pull back and come down hard even. It's always risky right around that resistance mark. I mean, it really just blows through it. So you might even be able to call it a little lower, maybe somewhere around here. But it's right in that area. And if you pull up the monthly, I mean, look at the potential. Okay, the potential of how it can run. I'm not saying it's going to get to those all-time highs, but it's potentially, it could start, creeping up there over the years, So you have all these, currency. Facebook is moving. I got a nice Facebook trade. Remember, I sold, because of those lines right there, I sold the 175, I think 165 spread. That's doing well. That's about to close out any minute. We might even hear the bling as I talk about it on this video. But, I think it's ever since they announced that crypto, whatever they doing, that other currency. I don't know what Bitcoin is. I don't know how to bring up Bitcoin, but I bet you it's moving, and gold is moving, all these alternative currency type things, So, but yeah, Facebook is still looking good, man. This is actually a good looking chart, for the monthly. It's coming down. It's consolidating right there. This earnings, I think, we should probably do like long. Just go long. What was that? Check out my phone. Maybe that was a trade that just popped off. McDonald's. I got the McDonald's app. Limited week. What is it? Buy one, get one Big Mac or quarter pounder with cheese for 50 cents. There you go. Just did a little McDonald's thing. Anyway, but yeah, I like it a lot. I was liking it before, but the market was gyrating. Remember right here? There it is. I'm looking at that little consolidation period. It popped up, then it kind of came back down, and then now it's up. Yeah, overall, the monthly is looking good. I'm liking it. And, everything's looking good there. I just got that one trade on. I might go ahead and sell some more under that, but got to be careful not to do it into earnings, because it ain't going to go nowhere. You can look at the volatilities over here. I bet you earnings is right here, the week of August 2nd, because you can see the implied volatility is 35% right there. So that's the earnings week, most likely. Yeah, because 28, 28, 27, 28, 33, 35. So I'm betting that's starting. Look at this, man. It's doing good today. It's doing good. I might have to, it's just that the market, look at the Qs are down 0.3 cents. They're basically flat. And so that's what worries me about my Google trade and this Facebook. It's the NASDAQ is just not moving. So you got the Dow up 40, the S&P's up 5, the NASDAQ is down 0.05, and the Qs are down 0.04, which is the top 100, right? So yeah, that's what got me it's just not the market. it's kind of got that pressure holding it back, you know. So, but once the Qs rip, if we wake up and the Qs is ripping and they get out of this funk, let me pull up the hourly. See, it's just kind of, they get out of this funk. Google's gonna move. Facebook, you know, those fangs are gonna be moving. Amazon is, I sold, oh damn, look at that. Somebody said something about Amazon. I actually sold. I got to get out of that position soon as this market opens up. I sold something above the market on Amazon, because look at right here. See this breakdown? See the Bollinger Bands, and it started to break down, and the volatility was going to expand. You know, usually that run can kind of continue, but no, it's reversing, and it's reversing pretty hard. So I'm going to get out of that position as soon as this video is over. I think it's in my other account, but yeah, always afraid of that. So I thought this would extend. So I sold something, I think this week. Yeah, man, that's in jeopardy. Somebody said something on CNBC. I guarantee it. Google will invest another 1.1 billion in Dutch centers. Let's pull up Amazon and see what it says. This is the little news thing. Could sustain growth from years to come. Microsoft stock rallies. Ultra investors pull back. Amazon business launches. Yeah, the Amazon, they got this, they're launching beauty now or something. So watch out, Sally's. And, you know, anytime they come out with a new something, they just run from the other stocks. Like Amazon's just going to totally dominate it because they get in. I mean, it's possible, but not necessarily. I mean, people like Sally's. You know, I don't know. But, yeah, like Home Depot, you know, those are the stocks that like Amazon can't get into that, blah blah blah, you know. Oh damn. You know, they think they Amazon proof, because generally contractors, they need the stuff now. Everything needs it now. Suppose Amazon bought one of the Home Depot Lowe's. You ever think about that? Just so they can get into that aspect? I don't know, you know. Maybe Lowe's, or something like Menards, you know. Yeah, look at that. Look at Lowe's, just can't get any traction. Suppose Amazon came in and scooped them up. This is just a thought, because they're not into the construction area, you know, that whole home building, because they can't get you the stuff in time, you know. And, you know, we need 2x4s now. We need drywall now. They can't ship drywall. You know, so you never know. You never know if they want to dabble into that area. So anyway, that is it, man. I'll go ahead and end this, and when I'm at the 22-minute mark. So that's my thoughts, what's going on. That's what I'm doing. And yeah, you can put down what are you doing in the comments. We could talk about it. Yo, share this, man. You gotta let people know I'm doing this video. I'm only entertaining a few people every day, because I'm doing it every day. You got to get over here, watch these videos, man. It's fun. It's exciting. And we just regular folk talking stocks, you know. Yeah, so that's how I like to look at it. Yeah, damn, Lowe's is it is struggling up here. It's like somebody's getting out, you know, every time it gets up there. And looking at this is the monthly, so it looks like earnings, and it just constantly disappoints. Right here, possibly a good buy. Look at that. You know, see, it's already bouncing off of that. So possibly a good buy. Run when it breaks that. There's your trend line. And notice how it's making like a triangle, you know, so it'll get pressure. It's coming up here, meaning it's making higher lows. Eventually it'll bust out of there, you know, either to the up or down, whatever way it goes. I'm going to say up. That's the way it's going to continue. It's just going to continue going that way. So this is probably actually a good buying point. You know, he's selling it off today, though, down 1.4%. Dow's down 35. Looks like, look at it. It's marking. That's why I worry about Google. See, look at it. It's 117. So I might be having to get out of that trade. Something is going on. Well, why did Amazon pop like it did? The market's going down. So here's Amazon. But somebody said something on the radio, on TV. It won't sustain because the market is going down. Look at the advanced decline line. Damn. I'll pull that up over the big. I'm looking over my head. So there's the advanced decline line. Just going down. So, stocks are declining. Okay, so look at the ticks. These are the internals of the market. It's not really, we're not really getting any big ticks down. I mean, there's nothing under 500. It's just, it might just be midday weakness. So the market's going down. Look at the VIX. VIX is down. It's been sideways today, but it's negative. It's down. It's not green. It's really flat. It's only down 3 cents. So, I don't know. I'm guessing the pressure is just the midday lunchtime. That's my guess. Ain't nothing going on. I don't know. Anyway, so thanks for watching, everyone. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good luck trading. Wish me luck on Google. Keep my fingers crossed. And in the gold. I feel good confidence on the gold. No confidence on Google. I should really take it off. But, oh, yeah. At the end of the day, though, I was hoping for a little run today. Just a little run. But at the end of the day, I am going to sell some out of the money calls on it. Way out. And then possibly close the position out. Because I'm not going to close it today regardless. But close it out tomorrow. If it's down in that area where I described. Yeah, somewhere around there. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, Cashmatic. Appreciate you being here, man. And I'll see you. Peace.